good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you happen to be watching. Welcome to the Six Bugle Podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Ruiz, and I'm also here joined by my co-host, Christy Hensler. Christy, how are
I know. I'm good. I'm excited about this holiday season.
you? Yes,
I haven't always said that, honestly, but yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to some downtime. I'm looking forward to decorating. I'm looking forward to just doing some different things.
yeah,
So,
certainly is an exciting time for family and get-togethers
mhm.
and food. Oh man, I love the food. And it's I've already started my Christmas shopping, so I'm ahead
I,
of the game. Sometimes I feel
okay.
like I should wait because of all the sales going on, but now anymore, you got Black
There's
Friday
still
going on really
like
early.
yes, I found the same thing because yeah, we used to like not buy anything until right after Thanksgiving, and now
Yeah,
it's like, well, they're like, this is our Black Friday sale, so I'm like, okay, well, might
yeah,
as well get a head
yeah.
start.
It's on. It's
Yes,
I've
it's
always
ready.
I've always enjoyed this time, so I'm really looking forward to it. But you know as well as I do, sometimes it can add a lot of stress, right?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, there's been lots of years where the holidays for me, when you're in a bad place in life or you're grieving or you're going through something or you're going through financial hard time or health, I've been there with all of it, sometimes all at the same time. The holidays can just magnify that, and they can really just make it. And we blame it, people shift it on the holidays. The holidays are so, stressful. And the problem, I get messages all the time this time of year. The
Mhm.
problem really isn't the holidays, and I say that with great compassion. I know it's just the place that you're in life. And the holidays do magnify that,
Yeah,
because all you're watching is, Lexus commercials with a bow and diamond rings and diamond earrings and happy holiday parties on the TV or internet, and you're looking at your life crumbling before you, and you're like, then you feel like even worse,
right.
because you're like,
Yeah,
not only am I not there, I'm not even surviving hardly. And
right.
and so I think, I say that, but and there's different, and then there's other times that you're in a good place and you can enjoy the holidays, but then it still adds extra stress sometimes if you put that stress on yourself and you're not
Right.
intentional about it. So a couple years ago, I did a video series called the 12 Days of Holiday Hacks. It was Slay the Holiday Stress. And just started to think of like, what are these small things that we can all do to really enjoy this time of year, because it goes by fast. It seems like it's so far away, but we're going to be in January before you know it,
Absolutely.
and so what can we do to really enjoy this? And I think I have a PDF that we'll attach that has all 12 days on it, but a couple for this podcast is, I think day two, I talk about, will you be fat, exhausted, and broke come January? Because so many times we go like, forget everything, we throw everything out the window, and we
True.
just go like crazy for the next 2 months. And then in January, we're like, we'll clean it all up. Don't do that. Like, be intentional about your holiday vision.
Yeah.
Go like, yeah, I'm going to eat some stuff I don't always eat, all year long, maybe, but I'm not going to come into January 30 pounds heavier. Do you know what I mean? Because
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to still, what do you want when January comes? What do you want to feel like? Ask yourself that. Do I want to feel like that was just a great, refreshing time? Do I want to feel fat, exhausted, and broke? Do I want to be stressed out about my credit card bill? Like,
Mhm.
ask yourself those things now, right now, and then set your vision for like, this is what I'm willing to give on, and this is where I'm going to stay the course.
Right.
And so, because I think so many people just abandon everything this time of year. They abandon healthy eating habits, they abandon everything, and you need that now more than ever.
Right.
Don't Now is not the time to stop drinking water or getting sleep. You almost need more of it so you can enjoy the holiday season. So that would be my first hack or tip for this season for you. You
Yeah,
want to say
definitely.
anything on that
No,
one?
yeah, no, definitely. You want to maintain a certain level of discipline, right? Because
Yes.
we do, and I've done that. You know, I'm guilty as charged.
Mhm.
Gone overboard
Yeah, we all
on
are.
some things, and
Yes.
oh man, I bought early, but now I see these other things that I'd like to get, and I just go ahead and
Mhm.
get that, and then have regrets afterwards. But yes, no, it's like anything else. You know, if you plan it out right, you know, you'll be happy, healthy, and wise, and
Yes.
hopefully that and it'll still be just as effective for the gifts that you give,
Mhm.
the happiness that you share, and the friendships that you can elaborate on just by being with people, going out to dinner and those types of things, going to parties and those types of things. So that's always very important to stay focused and doing that. So and it helps you enjoy the holidays a little bit more once you have it all
Yes.
and structured,
Yes.
and then the surprises are just the added bonus. So those are the
Right.
points.
And I think to piggyback on that, the other tip I'll give you on this podcast, and I'll give you a couple more on part two, but they're
Okay.
all in the PDF, is to set realistic expectations. Because so many times when you're doing this, we're like, hey, my house needs to look like Better Homes and Gardens. I need to look like I walked out of Vogue magazine going to this party. Like I need to have the perfectly wrapped gift, and my Pinterest board needs to look like this. And we put all
Right.
this crazy stress on ourselves. And if you want your house to look like Better Homes and Gardens and you have the means to do it and that's energizing for you, go for it. But
Right.
don't feel like that's what you have to do to be happy or have to do to compete with your neighbor or whatever we tell
Right.
ourselves. And so there's been, I mean, this year I'll probably get a real tree, but I think it's been probably 6 or 7 years since we've put up a Christmas tree. I've had little trees and I've decorated some, but we just haven't. We've been in Airbnbs or we've been in an RV or we've been, we moved 2 years ago right at Christmas Eve, and so
Oh, wow.
I had to let that expectation go that like my kids haven't had a tree in 6 years and they're doing okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
they're not like crying in a corner. And so I will probably try to put one up this year, but it's just been last year. It just was stressful figuring out I got to buy decorations because I knew I don't want it to. I want it to look a certain way, and so I just took the stress off myself and said, we're going to decorate. We're going to put little trees up. We're going to do things, but we're just not messing with the tree this year. And I just took the pressure off myself. And so
Yeah.
as you go into this holiday season, set realistic expectations for the party, for how you look, for the
Mhm.
food, for yourself. And it's different for every person, and enjoy what you can do or what you want to do.
Sure. And share that with your family. Let them know that
Mhm.
these are the expectations, so that removes the stress off them. Because if you don't share it,
Yes.
they're gonna think that, well, I should do this or I should do that, or and if you share that as a family, you combine together, you can say, okay, this is what our expectations are, and then kind of go from there. And if
Yes.
there's anything that you could add, you could say, well, I don't mind helping out and doing this so that we can have this little extra.
Mhm.
That's okay. You don't have to do it all yourself. You can have other
Right.
people in your family kind of contribute, and let them know that way it kind of removes the stress off them as well, right?
Yes, for sure.
Oh, those, yeah,
Yeah.
very
So,
good
so
points.
those are two tips. That's going to be day 2 and 5 on your PDF. So I'll give you two more on the next podcast, and then you can download the PDF. And there's tips for each day on there and how to do it.
All
So
right. Well, we're looking forward
implement
to,
what you want.
yeah, looking
So
forward to seeing that, especially this time of year. So it's a very exciting time, but also, like you said, it can be very stressful. So let's
yes.
kind of ease yourself, take it easy on yourself, and don't be so overwhelmed, because it is a happy holiday and it is a time to enjoy life and enjoy family and friends.
Mhm.
Looking forward to
Yes.
that. All right. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, Christy.
You're
And
welcome.
we certainly hope that you have a happy and healthy holiday. And we're looking forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. So don't forget to look for that PDF, and we'll see you soon. Take care.